Oh, that's a good question. Get to Table says if the rumours of Edge and Rollins happening at SummerSlam are true. Stumbled over that one. If the rumours of Edge versus Rollins at SummerSlam is true, what do you think happens with Cesaro? Thank you very much, Sun17, for hosting the show, and welcome to it. Glad to see you. My expectation was that Kevin Owens was heading towards the Intercontinental Championship, but with Apollo Crews available, logically Cesaro versus Crews does make a lot of sense, largely because Cesaro is strong enough to deal with someone the size of Commander Aziz. I think this really does play into Cesaro's strengths, but I think it's a demotion, to be honest, for Cesaro. I think it's a bit of a demotion. I can see another match coming for Money in the Bank to really put Rollins over further, because they're one-on-one at the moment, but I can see it going even further than that. Thank you very much, Get the Tables, for hosting as well. Thank you everyone for hosting. That's I'm very grateful of all the hosts. That really does help me grow here as well. Yeah, my suspicion with Cesaro would be that the Intercontinental Championship in place of Kevin Owens until the draft. There's a bit of news coming on Kevin Owens that relates to the draft. But the draft is expected to be just after SummerSlam. Andrew Zarian reported that one. He's been on fire recently, and it's been confirmed by several others as well. My expectation was that we would see at SummerSlam Kevin Owens finally get a clean shot against Apollo Crews. That doesn't look likely to happen at this point, so Cesaro filling in there would be very, very good. Especially when you consider that there aren't really any more faces on SmackDown. There's Nakamura, and I wouldn't mind seeing that. There's Cesaro, there was Kevin Owens. Then there's kind of the Mysterios. Then you're dipping into tag teams. Street Profits, for example, you're dipping into that. So I don't think there's much strength in depth in the face side on SmackDown. But to be fair, when it comes to SmackDown, they use basically everyone on their roster every single week. SmackDown is a bit bare bones right now. The only people not being regularly featured are the Women's Tag Team Champions, Sasha Banks, who's on a hiatus at the moment and will be returning on the Go Home show to Money in the Bank to build towards a match with Bianca Belair at SummerSlam. And finally, of course, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, who are just having some time off because they don't really have a plan for them. Get to Table says Cesaro doing the swing on the Commander would be pretty cool to see. I absolutely agree, and he definitely could. This is a guy who we've seen swinging the Great Khali around. So I think he could definitely swing Aziz. And Aziz would be better than... The thing with Great Khali is he didn't tuck his hands in to make himself more aerodynamic and easier to swing and to maintain height. Commander Aziz would at least know to do that. They tried to get the Great Khali doing that. Didn't work. Didn't work. There's a reason Seth starts like this and then starts flailing once he's developed enough height. If he dips at all, he goes back to it. You can see him do it.